focus on the concluding part of the roundhouse kick. Remember, in our last episode, we did focus on the front kick and the roundhouse kick to the midsection. Today, we are going to go into the other variations of the roundhouse kick. We are going to the lower roundhouse kick and the high roundhouse kick. So, without wasting much time, I would like to go straight to the back. So remember, with the roundhouse kick, you lift your knee, you twist, and you kick. So I'm here, you twist, you kick. You twist, you kick. You twist, you kick. Now we are going to go to the lower roundhouse kick. It's important to know that any kick below the belt cannot be used in the sport Taekwondo. Yes, and for the purpose of flexibility, I don't want to restrict learners to just sports Taekwondo, because out there it's not sports. I mean, it's our fight for, or our quest for survival. So I'm giving you tools that you could use for both sporting Taekwondo and also traditional Taekwondo. Okay. So let's do the lower roundhouse. So as I'm here, this is my knee. Anything below my knee or probably my waist is a lower roundhouse. The target for the lower roundhouse is just below the calf. Don't go kicking your opponent's calf. Kick the area just below the calf. So here, I kick here, 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 here. Let me stand here. Here, 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 here. Let's do with the left. Here, 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 here. Let's go to the middle. Here, 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 here. As you can see, I have this bottle of water here. This is to represent my opponent's head. We are going to try as much as possible to kick. Ideally, whatever your head could touch, right, your leg must be able to touch, or your toe should be able to touch. That if you keep stretching, you should be flexible enough to do that. So I should be expected to kick this bottle. Let's see. So I'm here. I go. Remember, I go down because I want to kick high. I go down because I want to kick high. So, and then I kick. Then I'm back. I'm here. I kick. I come back. Always make sure you maintain your balance. You plant your non-kicking foot firmly on the ground. So I'm here. I still hold my guard. And then I kick. Again. I'm here. Hold. Kick. Here. Hold. Kick. snap. Up here. Here. Up here. Here. On the last side, I kick. Here. That brings us to the end of the roundhouse kick. I'm going to introduce what we call the push kick. With the push kick, it's a bit similar to the front kick, only that it's quite higher. We drive the knee very, very high as compared to the front kick. Remember, in my last episode, I did say one of the most defining characteristics of Taekwondo is the driving of our knees. Yeah, so we are going to do the same. And if you did pay much attention, anytime I did kick, my knee went up. As my knee shot up, you were unable to determine as which kick I was going to perform or execute. So that's where the deception part comes in. You drive your knee up, your opponent doesn't know which kick you are going to perform. Then you just catch them by surprise, or you catch them off guard. So this is how a push kick goes. You drive your knee up, as always. You drive your knee up, as always. With the front kick, we did perform it with the ball of our foot. With the push kick, we actually are going to perform it with the sole of our foot, that's the underside of our foot. So this is how it goes. So in its simple terms, this is how to do a push kick. So assume the fighting stance, and then I push. I push. I push. I push. I push. I push. To make this kick more effective, make sure your thigh actually touches your chest, and then you shoot forward. So I'm here, then you kick. You kick. You kick. You kick. Let's try with the left leg. I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When is it appropriate to use a push kick? You use a push kick when an opponent charges at you and you realize there is an opening. So let's assume your opponent charges. You could just push them away to create space. Push them away to create space. It could, apart from you pushing them, you could actually stop them. So that's enough. That's enough. Or that's enough. It's a very effective kick. Let's do it once more. So that is the push kick. Try as much as possible to perform 30 kicks on your right, 30 kicks on your left. It's very much advisable to train with your weak leg more. Yeah, that's how we get better. Also, like I said, 30 or more kicks per rep or per session is good. Let's say what we call the next kick is going to be the axe kick. With the axe kick, your leg rises up and it comes down like an axe. It moves up and then it comes down just like an axe. Yeah. With the axe kick, your target is your opponent's face. Yes, you kick your opponent's face, the forehead down. So the forehead area to the bridge of the nose is where we are looking at. Which part of the foot do we use in the execution of the axe kick? We either use the sole of the foot or just the heel of the foot. Most of the time in tournaments, you should rely more on the ball of your foot. Because of the high intensity, no opponent is going to stand around for you to hit them with the heel. It's also possible that when your opponent is tired, you will be able to hit them with the heel of your foot, but it normally does not happen. So I'm going to show you the straight axe kick, one with the heel, usually for demonstrational purposes. That's when we have a stationary board in front of us, you strike with the heel of your foot. But in an actual fight, depending on the distance, you could strike with the heel, which could be fatal, or in the tournament where you are looking at accumulating a point, you use the ball or the toes of your foot. So this is how an axe kick goes. Let me stand here. So I'm in a neutral position. I'm going to kick with my rear leg. It could be the left, it could be the right. So I'm here in an orthodox stance, which means I'm going to kick with my right leg. This is how an axe kick goes. As I said, your leg moves up and then you bring it down. We are going to start by doing some baby steps. So I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's switch. 1, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is to prepare us for the real axe kick. Now let's go. So the real axe kick, I'm here, I go. 1, I bring it back. I bring it down. I bring it down. I bring it down. I bring it down. I bring bring it down. I bring it down. Anytime you kick, make sure you do not keep your eyes off your opponent. As you could see, anytime I kick, I make sure I keep my eyes on my opponent. Always never let go of your opponent. If you let go of your opponent, it's as good as you kicking with your head turned to the opposite direction. You don't know what you are aiming for. And Taekwondo and with any other martial arts, it's also about precision. You make sure you have your target or goal and you achieve it. The only way you can achieve is to kick that target. So if you have a target, make sure that's what you are going to aim for. So let's do the axe kick once again. I'm there. I kick. Oh. Again. I kick. I kick. Let's switch. I kick. I kick. I kick. I kick. This is the straight axe kick. We also have the inside axe kick and the outside axe kick. That's not going to be the focus of today's episode, but I can just give you a preview of how the inside and outside axe kicks are executed. I'm going to go slow and low. So I'm here. With the inside, look at my kicking leg. I'm going to go out, assuming this is my opponent. I go out and I strike. So I'm here, go out, I strike. Inside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Let's switch. Outside, inside, outside, inside. So outside, inside, outside, inside. So it's actually called a crescent kick because it looks like a crescent or the half moon. Now let me show you the outside. So inside to the outside. So I have my opponent here. I kick from the inside, outside. Inside, outside. So this is how it goes. Outside. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Inside, outside. Let's try with the left leg. Inside, outside. Inside,